Alright friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. It's a beautiful day outside today. It has been super breezy but comfortable, been really nice. We haven't had a lot of rain, so I have been using our sprinklers and our water system to just get the garden wet and stay moist so that it doesn't dry out. But I had a really unique little fruit come up, and usually the squirrels or something else gets them before I do, but there is one actually on the plant, and so I wanted to show you guys. All right, here it is. That little red thing is miracle fruit, so it's actually ready. Now this is a really unique little fruit. A lot of people take this when they go through cancer and stuff. They'll eat this because it helps them to, it helps food to taste more enjoyable, so to speak. They're really cool little fruit to have. I don't eat the skin. And there's a big seed in them. But if you eat around the seed, that white, like, pith, like, super good, super delicious. So you can take these seeds and you can replant them in your garden. Hopefully you'll get a plant that will come up with it. I just think it's best if you already buy something that's already producing and kind of large enough to, you know, get you fruit right away, because I think the sooner the better at this point in the game. But you do what's best for you, and I wanted to share that with you guys today. The other thing is that, guess what? Our grapes are actually ready. Here, look at those grapes, y'all. Here's more right here. They're ready. I think I have some, there's some more hanging. I got the water going, so I'm trying to, like, there's some grapes. I had some big clusters. I can tell you that the squirrels have been getting into the grapes. Yeah, here's some other clusters. It's really good. I don't eat the skins on these either. Unfortunately, they do have little seeds, but there's the seed to them. That's the downside to eating like grapes at your house, because a lot of the varieties that they have, you can get seedless, but a lot of the varieties that we have definitely have seeds in them. So let's go over, and I think I actually also have some papaya. So we're getting our grapes in. We had a little bit of miracle fruit. I need to just keep watering that miracle fruit. That miracle fruit's not producing as well as it could be because, number one, I put some compost to it and I forgot to just like continually water it because I've been so busy. We've been working a lot, and when you can get overtime, you know, you just work because the extra money is always nice, because the holidays will be coming up before you know it, and you know, things aren't getting any cheaper, so to get actually paid some overtime is really just a blessing. And so with people not having jobs and stuff, I just think take advantage of it while you can, because you just don't know when you're not going to be able to have it. Here's our arugula. It's just a sea of arugula. It's looking beautiful. Yeah, that's gorgeous right there. It's just so good to have. There is the papaya up there. It's nice and yellow. So I'm gonna get the ladder and we're gonna go up there and we're gonna get it. All right, so I went up and got the papaya. It's super beautiful. I'm excited. Y'all, we have to be grateful for the things that we are receiving in the garden. I mean, right now, this day and age, things are so crazy, so wild, and you know, we just got to take our blessings where we can get them. Every day it seems like there's always something in the news, something crazy going on. And so, you know, God is bringing us, and Mother Earth is bringing us this beauty and bounty, and we take what we can get for sure. I also got a couple of blessings just laying around on the ground. So right here where Pumpkin's walking, she just walked over the top of it. Move, baby. That is a tomato, and then there is another tomato. So I actually just threw a cage around it. I know that's super trashy of me, but you know what? I'm like, sometimes it's not worth for me to try to like transplant these, because honestly, I've found sometimes when I like transplant them, what ends up happening is that they just don't do as well as where they planted themselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just leave that and just let that grow in the middle of the yard. I know my fiance was like, really, like you couldn't have picked a better spot for that, and I'm like, no, like that's where it is and that's where it's gonna stay. So it looks like our plumeria is also about to bloom. I think this might be my pink plumeria. I bought a couple of plumerias. They put off this beautiful tropical smell, and I had bought a pink one, a red one, and then my sister-in-law had given me a yellow one. And so my yellow ones, they're doing perfectly fine, and that's like the most common ones that you can find. But it's actually more rare for you to be able to like get the pink ones, or there's like other colors like the red one. It's a Hawaiian red one. It actually died because where I had placed it, it just wasn't doing all that great. I don't know if I showed y'all this or not, but I do have some little flowers that are coming up on my star fruit. So I'm hoping that this year might be the first year that they maybe just like bloom or come about, because I know I've had that plant for several years and it's actually never even flowered. So I'm hoping that maybe this year we might get lucky and get some star fruit, or at least this year I see that there's flowers. So I have hope that in the future there's going to be more coming on the plant, and you know, more flowers, and then you know, hopefully that means that we're going to be in production of, that was Pumpkin coughing, being in production of our star fruit. That would be such a blessing. And that's what I'm saying, like, to me, I kind of started my garden off a little wrong. I did a couple of fruit trees, but not a lot. Like, I had the papaya tree, and then I had gotten the star fruit tree. That's one of the first trees I got. And then I got the mulberry tree. I think I always call it a Persian. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's a Persian mulberry. But anyway, I'll put it up there for you guys. But and so that's the only fruit trees that I really kind of put in. I didn't really think about like the things like the grapes and stuff like that. But you know, a lot of people are correct. I hear people, you know, talk about it like you want to get your fruit trees in as soon as possible, because it might take them a while to produce and get like acclimated to your climate and your ground, and you knowing when you need to fertilize them and what you need to do to keep them healthy and happy. And I think do some research for your area. Like for me, I was just excited about growing, and I really didn't pay attention to like what I should grow. I was just like buy everything, and you know, and a lot of stuff died up front because I really just didn't have the resources that I needed to be successful. I didn't invest my time and do my research. So, you know, like I said, I'm really interested in these Cuban bananas. But again, a Cuban banana, the only reason I'm investing in that is because I wanted a red banana, honestly. But because they can really kind of take more of our heat a little better. So that's why I was kind of interested in those. But as y'all know too, the Cavendish banana, if y'all want to grow some bananas, that Cavendish dwarf banana is so high producing for me. I think one of the other plants, it was a different banana. I can't remember. But I'll bring you guys back and I'll definitely show you guys the other banana tree that I'm going to get. And then, you know what? let's figure it out together, and I'll get them planted, and you know, learn from me, so that way you don't go spend your money on something that, like, hey, this isn't working. Like, and everybody has different, you know, climates and different zones, and there's microclimates within where you're growing. We are really tropical and breezy, and we get a lot of rain, and we have high moisture content, so we're gonna get powdery mildew more regularly than maybe another person would, just because we're on the lake, and so we always have that like dampness, so to speak. So just keep all that stuff in mind when you guys are planting. So really this video today was more about, again, encouragement. You know, with the world and the economy today, I just want you all to know that, you know, something that you can get growing really quickly and very fast are these papayas. They will definitely produce for you. There are many varieties of papayas. You can put them in smoothies, you can put them in, you know, you can make jellies with them. That's actually what I'm going to be doing soon, is making some jelly with my papayas. And they're good. They have a lot of good vitamin C and other vitamins for you, and so just be an encouragement to one another. Be an encouragement to, you know, your friends and your family if you are a grower. And, you know, to me, like I always tell you guys, you may not just be taking care of yourself. You may be having to help to take care of your family or friends or even your neighbors. And so I share my abundance with my neighbors, and, you know, and they pay me back in return in other ways. And it's not that they owe me anything, it's just a love, you know, we love on each other, you know what I mean? And I just want to encourage that for you guys, because there's so many people out there that are hurting right now, and we just constantly see it. And so be good to one another, friends. Like, if you get nothing else out of this video today, it is just to be good to one another and love one another, as I always try to encourage for each and every one of you. All right, friends, I don't want to make this video too long. I got to get out here in the garden. I got to get some stuff started, and I also need to be spraying my squash over there. I noticed that they're just getting chewed up, so I'm going to put some peppermint and neem oil on them. I'm going to spray them so that I can try to keep them growing and happy and healthy and keep the bugs off of them. All right, friends, until next time, love one another, be kind, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video.